battle to take control over your mind. So if you're not the one sitting on the throne of your mind, somebody else is controlling it. And don't let people manipulate you emotionally and use sentimental tactics, exploiting your fears, your dreaded fears and nightmares to exploit you and offer you some type of solution, which isn't quite a solution, but is actually much more of a bondage. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, bombast, flabbergast, Bakangaland, upside down, flip, do whatever you got to do, but tap your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, I will want to talk to people who disagree with me, so go ahead and send your request. I need your request to come up, and when you come up, behave yourself. If you're emotional, don't come up. If you don't know what you're going to say, don't come up. If you talk slow, don't come up. You understand? There are a few criteria for people who want to come up here today. So go ahead, hit that like button. There is no hellfire. There has never been a hellfire, and there will never be a hellfire. If you don't like it, like I always say, cry about it. Ladies and gentlemen, tap the screen, do not get tired. That's right. If you talk slow, don't come up. I don't really have time for people who talk slow today, right? I have time for people who go straight to the point. Jesus Christ did not die for your sin. Jesus Christ is not going to save you from any sins. He's not going to save you from any hellfire, because hellfire is not real. When you realize that the problem you are trying to get saved from is not real, what are you going to do? You realize that the Savior is not needed. You don't need a Savior because you don't have any problems. Nobody in this world is a sinner. Nobody has ever been a sinner, and nobody would ever be a sinner. Sin is a fabrication of the religious institution to keep you trapped within the matrix and the two extremes of heaven and hell. Heaven, a place you will never get to. Hell, a place that you are always constantly afraid of, even though you will never go. So where do you find yourself? You find yourself in the palm of their hand. They manipulate you with false promises as though they can wirelessly make declaration into your life. Listen to me, my brothers and sisters, okay? Those people, they might not even know what they're doing. But it is your responsibility to free your mind. Even if there's a God, you think that God is a fool? That if he wants to communicate, he won't just come straight to you? Which God? If there was a God, we would tell him that. But there is no God. Like I said, there's no God. There's never been. There never would be. Nobody can prove it. It is all sentimentalization. It is all emotional manipulation. Forget emotional damage. It is emotional manipulation. This is emotional manipulation. Religion, in of itself, is founded and grounded upon emotional manipulation. They emotionalize ideas, make you to attach and associate real aspects of your life to emotional ideas. Then they pamper you like a kid. They pamper you like a kid. They cajole you like a kid, like a child that needs to be lied to. You know, when a parent doesn't want to give the kid what the kid wants, when the parent doesn't want to fulfill the will of the child, the parent will just make up some lie to comfort the child, because the parent knows that the child doesn't have the mental capacity to comprehend. That is what has been happening to you. You don't need to believe in any God or any religion to be a decent human being. You can live a life quite righteously without having any rules and regulations. You can be compassionate. You can be merciful. You can be empathic. You can be generous. You can be forgiving. You can be kind and you can be loving. You can be peaceful and you can be joyful. You can have self-control and you can have a tremendous amount of faithfulness without ever being religious or believing in any God. Religious people do not have monopoly over good conduct. Good conduct is something that we have developed as human beings over time through trial and error. We've tried multiple times to see what works best. That's where good conduct comes from. Good conduct doesn't come from some supreme being. No, it comes from the very experiment that is the human life. Our day-to-day interaction. Trial and error. Everybody has access to that trial and error. You have no supremacy, neither do you have any type of attachment to good morality that anybody else who does not pray and bow to your deity doesn't have. There is no God. There has never been and there will never be. You can't waste your breath and waste your energy praying, because I'm pretty sure if prayer worked, you will not be here on my show. Prayer has never solved the problem in your life other than lie to you and make you believe that what you are living your life and doing is somehow special. But you're not special. You're just a human being like the rest of us. Perhaps you're even worse, because you will not admit to yourself that you're caught up in a delusion. Anybody that has something to say to me, you come up here and you go straight to your point. I will not tolerate bullshitness. Listen, I will not tolerate bullshitness today. Bullshitness. That's right. I made up that new word. If you don't like it, cry about it. If you don't like it, cry about it. And if you come at me like that, I will rebuke you in the name of Donald Trump. I will rebuke you in the name of Donald Trump. If you come at me like that, I will send Donald Trump your way. And he will just hit you with the na 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 na. Yeah, Donald Trump's gonna hit you with the na 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 na. That is wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming up in Bakangaland like always, always, always. I bring substance to your ear and I get your mind wandering and searching in places that it would never on its own dare to venture. There is no hellfire. There has never been a hellfire. You have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, the life we're living in, right? There are psychological weapons that you can use in your day-to-day life to go about and do things in your life. Psychological weapons. There are psychological weapons that you can use on the mental scope of existence. If you understand the psychology of human behavior and thinking, you can have more control in your life. And if you don't understand that, somebody else is controlling your life. And that is a fact. It has always been a fact and it will always be a fact. If you don't like it, like I always say, cry about it. At every level of society, somebody is attempting to manipulate you. Whether they're trying to sell something to you, whether they're trying to convince you that something is right, whether they're trying to convince you to vote for someone, in every aspect. Explain to me how these people can claim to be serving the same God. You can have 5 churches on the same street and they don't even talk to each other. And you claim that you are part of the army of Christ. What military have you seen that you can have 5 battalions that are posted back to back to back to back? They don't talk to each other. It is a business. It's a franchise system. It is a franchise system. I've always told you people, if you really love church so much, don't be going to somebody else's church. Start your own church. Start your own church and lie. If you can lie, go and lie. Because that's the only way you're going to run a successful church. You cannot run a successful church without being a liar. I mean no harm against anyone personally. I am simply speaking the truth. It is impossible to start any type of religious gathering in the name of some God without lying. Like I said, have you ever seen a man start a church without putting himself at the top? Have you ever seen a man start a church without putting himself at the top? If you're a man and you're sitting in a church answering to another man, you're not a man. You're a woman in a man's body. If you think you're a man and you are sitting in the pews of another man's church, that man has domesticated you. You're not a man. No man in his right mind. It's like you marry your wife and then you bring somebody else to please her. So you don't have anointing. So God cannot use you in your own family. Yeah? You have to go and sit down in somebody's house. Hey! To. Je suis là, je me débrouille, mon ami. On continue à parler sur le même sujet. Il n'y a pas Dieu, il n'a jamais été Dieu, on n'aura jamais un Dieu. This is the world of human beings. This is the world of human beings. Mukulu, I bring you up just because there's no other guests right now. When other guests come, my brother, you have to give some space. What's up?
Lekete.
Lekete.
Mon frère, moi j'aimerais aussi que vous vous attaquez aussi du côté francophone, hein, mon frère.
Eh, mon frère, ils sont où les francophones?
Yeah,
Tu sais, la plupart des personnes ici, ce sont
listen.
les anglo.
If you go to French with your method, the way you do it, bro, you're gonna transform a lot of lives.
I'm very sure. And in due time,
Did you
brother,
hear what
don't
I
worry.
said? If you just bring exactly what you're doing in English, go with the French community, bro.
In due time, Bakanga would Bakangalize us across all linguistic barriers. Don't worry. Don't worry, brother.
Yeah, because in French, bro, we have a lot of crazy people. I'm telling you.
Nous avons perdu la tête. Nous sommes des animaux
Nous avons
domestiques, n'est-ce
perdu
pas?
la tête, mon frère, je te dis.
Complètement.
There's a lot of crazy people in French side.
Let me tell you something about let me tell you something about the African black man. Let me tell you the one thing that the black man lacks. The average black man lacks honor. L'homme noir n'a pas son honneur. Il manque l'honneur.
Because a lot of people, they think you only speak English, so they have to see you on the other side too.
A black man lacks honor. Even in America, African Americans, the average black man lacks honor. They have no honor. Honor is what is lacking among our people.
Exactly.
We are the most greedy of all black folks.
Right.
We are the most selfish of all black folks. We are the most self-centered
bro, I have
of
a
all
question for you.
black
I have
folks.
a question for you.
Go ahead, brother.
How everything started, bro? Because the first time somebody sent me your live, I entered the live. There was like over 1,000 people. So what's going on? You were going like head to head. You know, the way you were dealing with
the algorithm. It's the algorithm. You know, at some points, it depends on what time of the day. Right now, it's just because of my work schedule. So I can only come up at this time. Most people are not online at this time, right? But, you know, once I settle completely, then, but hey, I don't really care about how many people are watching, bro. Honestly, I just care to keep myself relevant on the algorithm. That's why I get people to hit the like button. So as long as you hit the like button, tap the screen, it doesn't matter how many people are in the house. You still stay consistent with the algorithm.
Somebody says on the chat, Onela.
Mukulu.
No, but did you know something? I was watching some brothers and sisters in French side. They were praising you. They say, "Oh, do you guys know about Bakanga?" Because you might not know, but on the French side, there's a lot of our brothers and sisters that also can understand English and they can speak it. They follow you guys. They listen to you. You are doing. I mean,
brother,
sometimes I just sit on a comment.
Mukulu. Je suis l'inspiration.
We love you.
Tu comprends, mon frère?
I mean, we love you on the French
side. Je suis le premier aîné de une nouvelle génération, right? You understand that the young people of my age were getting up from this slumber and we are redefining ourselves in a new image. And there's no evil in that. You people have to understand there's nothing wrong with the African and the black man redefining himself in his own image. The thing is that we have been taught for a long time that if we come up with our own original ideas, it is evil.
But bro, let me tell you something. A lot of the reason why I really like the way you do your thing, because at the end of the day, you're not just telling people the facts, but you're also giving them the right to make sure that everything they've been told was lie.
Of course, brother. And bro, I can explain to you how. Most people are like, oh, why don't you talk against Islam? Let me tell you something, my friends. Going at Christianity is killing two birds with one stone. Listen.
Right.
If you look at Islam very well, okay, Islam came out of Christianity. The Arabs developed Islam to counter the Christians. That's why they have all the same characters. It's the same story that somebody rewrote.
The same thing, Muhammad and Jesus Christ are the same thing.
The head of the snake, if you go to the head of the snake, you eliminate the whole body. You understand? Because if God is not real in Christianity, why will he be real in Islam?
Exactly. And here's the thing. The way you use the method, the strategy that you use, because there's no evidence scientifically, archaeologically, or historically. So when the way you deal with your crazy guys who believe in Christianity, if they come in scientific way, you got them. If they come to a historical way, you got them. If they come any way they coming, you got how to neutralize them. But most of the French brothers and sisters, there's another brother was doing the same. I mean, he was copying exactly what you were doing, what you do. But I think they need also to be more knowledgeable because you really know what you're doing, bro.
Oh,
You
bro,
really
that's what I'm
know.
saying. I appreciate you, bro. Like, I'm not BSing, right? Because I don't expect to come online and talk to stupid people. I expect to talk to people
No, you
that have
really know how
brains.
to to put people on the spot because when some people they think when they're bringing Bible, they're not even. That's why you always say none of those people who defend the Bible, they never read the Bible from Genesis chapter 1
Bro,
to the
and
end.
I can almost guarantee you that despite the fact that I am not that 100% knowledgeable on the Quran yet, right? It's probably true for Muslims. Most Muslims probably don't even read the Quran.
They
or
know.
or they read it like it's a buffet. They pick a little bit here, pick a little bit there, pick a little bit, but you never understand it. The correct way to read a book is to read a book from beginning to the end. If you're not reading a book from beginning to the end, you're not even reading that book.
You're not reading. I've been Christian over 20 years, right? I've read the Bible from head to toe. But here's the thing, because this is your life, so you have to know what you're doing, bro. If you start like bringing, I think you have to show our French, because I've seen guests that you brought them to the right. They were all, you're right, bro, you're right. But a lot of our brothers in French side, they don't really know how to think with people.
Don't worry, brother.
They're doing the right
We're
thing.
getting there. We're getting there. Those are long as
Yeah,
the way, okay?
they're doing the right thing, but they
C'est
just
petit à
they have
petit.
the lacking of strategies, method how to deal with those people. So you really know what you're doing. So
Psychologically,
they
bro,
can bring
it is a
they
thinking
can
game.
bring the pop, they can bring the clergy, all those crazy priests. You're gonna destroy all of them.
Somebody said they read the whole Quran and still understand nothing. Like it. Merci beaucoup, Mukulu. Merci beaucoup, mon frère.
No,
Je
man,
t'apprécie,
mon
mon
frère,
frère.
you
Merci beaucoup.
listen. You have to keep pushing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because you changing, you might not know what you're doing, but bro, you doing one of the greatest way, because we have to be real. Bible has done a lot of damage in our people's mind.
Facts. Facts, bro.
So you decolonizing people's mental. It's something you sometimes when you sit, you have to see the great work you're doing. It's not just what you're doing on TikTok, but a lot of people are changing. You can
I
see
agree
for
with you,
facts.
brother. I agree with you. Absolutely, Mukulu.
So
Thank you.
continue
I
de
will
faire ce que tu
definitely
fais.
take your advice
But we
into
want you, we
consideration
want you to,
and
and we
continue
want you with the French.
pushing forward. Indeed.
Yeah, keep pushing, bro. Keep pushing.
Thank
We
you very
love you,
much, my
and
bro, as always.
we supporting you.
Yes,
We
sir.
supporting you 100%.
Thank you. When I
All
see
right,
you live, bro,
peace.
I'll try to come in there too. Thank you.
No, but because here's the thing. Before I drop, you know, I rock with French side. A lot of people they copying Bakanga style. I'm telling you, a lot of people they're
Hey,
doing the way you
that's
do,
what it's
which is
supposed to be.
good.
And that's what it's supposed to be, brother. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. But they also have to learn the original way how to do it correctly.
Don't worry, bro. Through try and error, and where there is a will, there is a way. So don't worry, brother. We'll get there. You know, these tools are just a first time thing, but the world is evolving and changing, and we will keep up. Like I told you, people, what we are doing is going to happen anyways. It's just that you need to be able to read the flow of time, because time flows like water.
Exactly.
You follow the path of least resistance, right? Most people don't know that Christianity and Islam will not be relevant 100 years from now. The world is changing that fast. So if you cannot keep up with it
Exactly.
mentally, you don't even know what's going on. But Mukulu, let me go on to the next guest, my bro. J'aime pas beaucoup de temps, mon frère. Je travaille beaucoup, tu sais
Yeah, en tout
comment
cas,
c'est,
je
non?
te laisse peace and love, bro. Let the ancestors keep pushing you. You're
That is
doing the
right.
great work, bro. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Thank you, brother. There is no God. There has never been a God, and there will never be a God. All right, that was Mukulu, my guy. The rest of you, 1 minute. Everybody, go today. I don't have too much time. Honestly, I don't have too much time for this live session.
Hi, what's up?
What you got for me, man? Go straight to your point, bro.
Let me get that. My question I have, my question is, why do we have God in our language? I'm from Africa, Nigeria. I want to know why we have God in our own language, in our native language, if there is no God.
You have God in your native language because when the white man came and your traditional rulers were trying to compete with the white man, they invented that word at that time.
I can't time. I don't understand. Like,
There
do
was
you
no
get what
word
I
for
said? Like,
God.
my own
There was
native
no word for
language.
God. Listen, you have to understand the origins of the word God before you can begin to say we have God in our language. Maybe you don't even know how to speak your language.
Okay.
Do you know how to speak your language?
No, I do, obviously. Yeah, very well, yeah.
What language do you speak?
Yes. I speak Igbo.
Uh-huh. What is the equivalent of God in
Yeah.
Igbo?
It's the creator of the heaven and earth. Like, the creator, the
No, 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 no,
highest,
no,
the
no, no, no,
all
no, no.
sufficient.
What is the equivalent? What is the word for God in Igbo?
Chuku.
And who's Chuku?
Chuku is God in Igbo.
How do you know? How do you know that? How do the Igbo people know that?
Because it's our language.
Okay,
That is
yeah,
why
so it's
I
the language.
compare, I do comparison. It's our language, it's our
You
language.
think that all of a sudden God is real because you have the word in your language. You still need to prove it. If
Okay,
not, it's just a
because
claim. Listen,
they
my
have,
bro, you
wait,
can say it in
yes,
God
yes,
language,
yes.
brother.
There's this have, wait,
You can say it in God language. You can say it in gorilla language. You can say it in tortoise language. You can say it in crocodile language. You can even say it in hippopotamus language. Eh? If you cannot prove it, it's
but
still
my
just a story.
language was here before the colonizers comes in. My
What was
language was
there?
here before
Listen to
the
me
British, the
carefully, young
colonizers
brother.
come in.
Young brother, listen to me.
Yeah?
What was there before the colonizer came? You don't know.
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, how do I have my own language? How do I have my own specific language if I don't know? How do I have my own specific
So you
language?
really think that your own
They
language is
didn't
the
think.
only language that you have not made new words? Even in my own dialect, my Mogamo dialect, we made up a word to make the equivalent of God when the religious people started coming and when the Europeans came and we had to teach our people that religion, we had to find a word that we can make people understand. But in my language, there is something known as E40 Yaka. E40 Yaka is almost like chuku is to you people. But E40 really means togetherness.
Yeah.
Together we are stronger. So that is the principle of our people. Our people, African people in general, we always knew that you cannot build a village by yourself. So if you have one person, the one person can build a house. But if you have two people, it will be stronger. Imagine the whole village were even greater. Imagine the whole town, you are greater. Imagine an entire nation, you are even more powerful. Imagine the entire kingdom. Now imagine the entire human race. That's where you have Chuku. Chuku is present when you have the entire human race. It is the togetherness of human beings and what human beings can accomplish. That is what makes Chuku Chuku. So Chuku is not necessarily referring to one singular being. Chuku is referring to the togetherness of what makes all things. So if you combine animals, combine plants, combine the sky, combine everything, and you put it together, right? If those things were to work together, they can accomplish great things. So that ideology was meant to motivate our people to be the best versions of themselves, right? It's a motivational idea. It's not an idea that there is really a Chuku in the sky who created heaven and earth. No, that's uselessness. That came out of Europe.
So how do chief priests came into existence if there is nothing
How did what?
they're worshiping? How do chief priests came into existence?
How did what?
Chief priests, like those people, Yoruba call Balao, like
Oh boy, oh
chief
boy.
priests,
Who-
traditional
Let me
worshippers,
ask you
chief
something.
priest, the person that
What does the chief priest do? What's his job?
He's the one that consults what people worship in the ancient
No, get
days.
out of here. They were the
That
scientists.
is what the chief
They were
priest
the
do. Yeah.
scientists and they were the advisors of the king. What you are calling chief priest is again a European idea. Our people, the Babalawo is just the man who's educated. He's the one who has studied the weather systems. He has studied the seasons. He has studied the plants. He's the one who went to school. He's the educated person. The Babalawo is the educated person
Okay.
because he has studied. So now he can advise the king, he can advise the chief, he can tell you people that don't plant on this land this season because you have been planting for the last 3 years. The land needs to heal. It's common sense. You think that Babalawo is not a magician?
Okay, it's
Everything he
common
knows,
sense in the sense that what about people? What about wait, hold on. What about those that disappear and appear? Those that do like
brother,
what they call witchcraft, like
brother,
they have
listen,
superpower. What about those ones? Those ones. What about those ones? I want to know.
listen now, slow your brain down. You think that disappearing and
I'm
appearing
listening.
is something impressive? That's technology. It's called camouflage. Listen, let me tell you something, okay? You ignorant Africans, listen to me very carefully. The technology that exists in this
Okay.
world has not even caught up to the technology that used to be in the old kingdom. The remnant of what is left is what we call witchcraft today because their technology used to materialize itself differently in what is known what we call today alchemy. Today we call it chemistry,
Okay.
but to them it was alchemy. You understand? To them it was
Yeah.
alchemy. It was a science that was practiced that it took an entire lifetime to master that science. And that science allow you to have
Mm.
control over the elements. Listen, bro, that science allow you to have control over the elements at a very high level. Bro, do you even know how a vaccine works? Don't you know that a vaccine is the equivalent to a babalawo stinking you with a bee?
Yeah.
What is a vaccine?
I
Can
understand.
you tell me? In fact, bro, can you tell me how your phone is working right now? Can you tell me? Can you? Is that not the equivalent of witchcraft?
I know it's from the internet, but
No, no, no. Listen, bro, you don't know.
yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
listen,
yeah,
listen,
it
bro,
is.
you don't know. So you see the African person who can take the shell of a snail and he can communicate with somebody long distance, and you call it witchcraft.
Yeah.
And yet you take a device that the white man made just because it's like this, and then you call it technology. Use your brain, my friend. Use your brain. Listen, our people have been dogmatized,
I use my brain.
bakangalized, bamboozled, and flabbergasted into the point where we are literally just like domestic animals. We don't think. We don't think for ourselves.
Bakanga, calm down. I obviously ask you all these questions. I know, I understand all these things.
Brother, if
Okay,
you
witches
understand,
have what they
no
call
problem.
witchcraft
But
school.
you need to understand that I'm not just
Yes,
talking to you.
I know very. I understand very well. I know.
So I'm not just talking to you, though. I'm not just talking to
See,
you,
even
okay?
sometimes, see, I like your program very well. Even sometimes, I imagine that. What about if these guys start this nonsense World War III? They will chase Africa back to the cave again. Then after they wipe out the earth again, they will come back again
That
and
nonsense will not
start keep
happen.
on
Listen,
dominating.
listen. Let me tell you something.
They might do it. They
Listen,
might do it. I
listen now.
like your program, but
Let me give you
don't
information.
go far
Calm
from it.
down.
Okay.
You see that ball in the sky?
Yeah.
That temperature can change. Did you know that?
Educate me.
When the temperature of that thing in the sky reaches a certain level, it changes people like me and you. So they have been spending
Our
the last
color.
thousands of years studying us. They want to understand why our skin is the way it is. We are like plants. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Bro, let me tell you something. If water comes and floods the entire forest and covers the whole forest for 100 years and then the water goes away, tell me that plants will not grow back. You think the trees will not grow back?
It should go back.
That's how we are. Us. That is how we are. Nobody
So
can
so
really
why are
wipe
we
us
like this?
out.
Why
Listen, bro. Nobody can really wipe us out. I'm telling you. You people have to study. You have to study, okay? African people don't study themselves. African people like to be fed information, but they are absolutely their own laziness is
wait, wait, wait,
magnified,
wait,
glorified
wait, wait,
laziness.
wait.
Africans don't
Calm
like to
down,
study
calm down,
themselves.
calm down, calm down a bit, please. Calm down a bit. Just calm down a bit. Calm
Dirty,
down a bit. I want to
dirty.
know the reason why
Bro, listen.
we seem like
If you tell me to come down one more time, I'll drop you.
There you go. What did you have
But
to say?
wait. Can't I talk? I know
You
it's your
can talk, but
platform.
if you tell me to calm down one more time, I'll drop you. So
Like I
just
want
say
to.
what you have to say.
Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry for the word. Sorry for that word. Right. I want to understand why is it like we Africans are like we are back, but yet we have all the resources. Okay. Yet these people keep on oppressing us,
Bro,
using
why
us
are you
as
asking me a
company.
question
In
like
case
that? Is it
people
not
don't
because we're
know,
not using our
Africans.
brain? It's because we're not using our brains.
No, it's not because no. That is not because of it. Let me tell you a
Dirichi,
story. Let me give you
Dirichi,
an
Dirichi,
example. Now, I
Dirichi, don't argue
said
with me.
something. Yeah,
Dirichi,
yeah.
it's because we're not using our brain. And I can prove to you right now that you are not using your own brain.
No, you can't prove that to me right
Okay,
now.
tell me what's your job?
Sorry, I'm using my brain.
What do you do for a
You
living?
don't want to understand my points. You
Dirichi,
should understand my points. Know where
Dirichi,
I'm heading to before you stop me.
Dirichi,
Is the conversation we're having?
Dirichi,
Yeah,
what is your profession?
I'm with you. I'm hearing you.
What is your profession?
I'm a banker.
You're a banker. Was it your
I
grandfather
work
who
in the bank.
invented banks?
Yes, it wasn't my see. Matter of fact,
Relax
Africa
now,
we
relax.
don't have any single bank
Hey,
in Africa. We
Dirichi,
don't own any
Dirichi,
bank. We
Dirichi, I
don't
don't
own
have too
any
much time,
bank in
okay? Like I
Africa.
said, I don't have too much time. I've
Yes,
given you a lot of time. Just answer my question.
I'm hearing you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Was it your grandfather who invented banking?
My grandfather never invented banking.
What
That
is your
is
aspiration
why if
as
you
far
don't want me
what
to say
what is
what
your
I want to say,
aspiration?
you are stopping me.
Dirichi, I don't have too much time. Unless you want me
I
to end the
can't have
conversation,
any.
you can come back
I
another
really
day.
look. You stop. Don't corner me. You won't corner me. Don't try to put words into my
Bro,
mouth. You don't want to listen
bro,
to what I want to say.
I
You're
really
just
don't have too
stopping me
much
from
time.
talking. You're just hanging
I
me
really
up.
don't have too much time. You can go and come back another day, okay, bro?
The point I want to make here is the problem we are having is not even Africa. Even the Russia we are looking now, the China we are looking today. If the people, the main people that owns the world decide to bring them down, if those ones, if they are not fast enough, they will bring them down. It might happen in our time. If this nuclear war take place, these guys have where they go. They will
Bro,
come back again and they will keep on
are you
oppressing us.
listening to the
As
way
long
you're
as we are
talking?
incapable of having our own
Dirichi,
independent source of weapon of protection, they will
Dirichi,
keep on controlling us. Bro, there is nothing else you want to tell me. If you want to tell me bring me, I can bring
Dirichi,
me down.
bro. If you are so
Yes.
desperate to speak, eh, that you think that if you just begin to talk, then all of a sudden you're gonna feel good about yourself, bro. It shows me that you don't even understand what you have to say. This is not just about you talking, okay, bro? This is not just about you talking.
I'm listening to you.
You said if.
I'm listening.
So are you living your life based on an if?
Yeah.
Are you living your life based on an if?
As it is, we are living our life based on if in
Uh-huh.
Africa.
No, bro, relax. The only person who lives his
And
life
not
based
only
on if
Africa,
is a person who is not using
around
their brain.
some parts of the world too.
The only person who lives
It's a
their life
lie.
based on an
That
if
means you are not
is
also
a
not.
person
That
who is
means you are
not
not
using
using
their
your brain.
brain.
That means you are also not using your brain because you are also being controlled. You are inside the matrix too. You are not using your brain too if you say so.
Dirichi,
Don't say that.
did I say that
We
we're not
live
inside the
with
matrix?
law and order. We are all
Listen,
being controlled.
Dirichi,
You don't own your life.
have you watched the movie? Have you watched the movie Matrix?
Yes. Eh? I know Matrix very well. You are
Okay,
into
then calm
Matrix
down,
too.
man. Calm
We
down.
all
Answer
in
my question,
Matrix.
bro. Listen,
Africa
bro.
is deep inside
I'm
Matrix.
interrogating you. If you don't want to answer the question, you can
I'm
leave, bro. I
listening.
don't have time. Come on now. I know you can listen to my instruction.
I'm asking your
Have
questions. I
you
just
watched the
want
movie
to.
The Matrix? Yes
I'm
or no?
asking your questions. Yes.
Okay, now listen carefully. When Neo took the red pill, did he leave the Matrix or did he remain in the Matrix to set people free from inside the Matrix?
I think he have his reading.
Listen, bro.
Set on
Did he
free, then he
remain
fights
in
for
the
himself.
Matrix or did he leave the Matrix?
He lived the Matrix.
And where did he go?
I don't know.
Because you haven't watched the movie. You're just lying, bro.
Is he
Thank
real
you for
life?
your time, bro.
I've
Okay.
watched the real life. I've watched
Thank you
the
for your time, my brother.
that is what you want to.
Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, the first sign that a person is using their brain is the ability to ask critical questions. Critical thinking. Critical thinking involves you questioning things. Critical thinking is a why. It is the
Question of asking why is this like this? Why is this like this? Why is this like this?
Hello, my brother. Hello.
What do you got for me, bro? Go straight to your point.
Hey, because I'm gonna go straight to my points. I've been trying to connect with you for a while now, but you have so many viewers. So yeah, please, okay. Um, I just have one question, please. Please, I just want to say something before I say what I want to say, please. Okay. Um, you said God does not exist and there is no hell, correct?
If that's what I said, make your point.
Okay. See, what I'm trying to find out is this. I mean, is it possible? Okay. Is it possible that imagine if we are just fishes under the ocean? Okay. If we are fish under the ocean and we're having this debate about if God exists or God does not exist, then you are telling me to prove to you that God exists. And we are saying that okay, imagine two fishes under the ocean trying to figure out if an elephant exists. Okay, then in order for us to figure out an elephant exists, is that we have to leave this water and go find it. But us doing that, we are going to die because we cannot leave this water. Is it possible that our environment, okay, this universe condition us in a way where we cannot even find if God exists because we can escape this water?
Bro, your question is so self-defeating. I'm almost tempted to be rude and disrespectful, but I will not be rude
Oh
and
no,
disrespectful. Relax, and listen.
Okay.
I listen to you talk, so you listen now.
All right.
Why would two fishes in the ocean be arguing about an elephant? What would even put the idea in their mind to begin to argue about the elephant? Where would it come from?
But this is the thing. That's what we are
No,
arguing
no,
about
listen,
right now.
relax, bro, relax. Just answer my question, relax. Where would the idea even come from for two fishes in the water to even begin to even argue about? Don't you realize that that's an impossibility? That's not even a good scenario, because unless somehow they become exposed to the elephant before their curiosity will arise to create argument. Argument is born out of curiosity. If two fishes are in the water that have never seen an elephant, where would the idea of elephant even come from?
Okay.
There's
This
no
is where the
argument.
idea will come from. Okay, this is where the argument will come from. Okay. If a turtle, some turtles, they basically live on land. Okay. Imagine a turtle basically going back into the water and talking about an elephant. And the other fishes are saying, prove to us that this elephant exists. So the turtle have to basically tell them, let's leave this water. But doing so require that they're going to die. So this argument that we're having about God here, we're arguing if God exists. But
Again,
what we have to do is
again, again. If the tortoise is convinced that there's an elephant, the tortoise should know that he can also create an aquarium, and the fish can go into the aquarium, and then from the aquarium, listen, relax. From the aquarium, he can see the elephant. So listen,
exactly.
bro,
So the
relax.
turtle, the
Brother,
turtle is going to carry the
brother,
fishes.
relax now. Let me educate you a little bit so you can understand. The only way for the tortoise to convince the fish, right, that an elephant is real is to use technology. He will have to build an aquarium and find a way to transport that fish from the water into that aquarium. So that fish will enter the water, then the fish will see the elephant.
I
So,
don't
but
think you're understanding my point. I'm talking to you like a logical man. Please, I'm
brother,
using logic here, okay?
I understand, bro. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just
You're,
telling you that,
you're not being logical.
brother, if a tortoise
I'm
goes,
using logic.
in fact, let's not even say tortoise. If a crocodile goes inside a water and tries to convince fish that elephant is real, right?
Yes.
All he has to do is make the fish swim to the bank of the ocean, and then he go and carry the elephant. Relax now. And then he carried the elephant to
Listen,
come and, bro, wait. He carried the elephant to come and stand by the shore of the ocean, and the fish can dive out of water for a few seconds. The fish can dive
are you
up.
seeing? Are you seeing how messed up the logic is? The point I'm trying to make, please. I like your channel. I swear, I do. The last time I was in Nigeria, okay, this red cap, all this stuff, I know all about this. Trust me, like the Igbo tribe. They say, I've been trying to talk to you, like connect with you. I love your channel because you are speaking from a whole different perspective. And this is what humans are all about. We are challenging ideas here. You get it? The point I'm trying to make is this, okay? I'm saying, is it possible that our universe is structured in such a way that even if we want to prove the existence of God, require that we must die? Because if a fish has to prove that an elephant exists, require that he has to leave that water and go find it.
But the
And
fish can
him
leave the
leaving that
water
water,
without dying. Leaving the water is not equivalent to death.
fish cannot live out of water.
Bro, relax now. Didn't I just tell you that the fish can live out of water if you have the right technology?
You're talking about fishes here. You are saying, okay, let's talk about human beings.
Bro, chill out. Remember who you're comparing the fish to. You're comparing the fish to human beings, right? So that those fishes can think. That's the only reason why the fish is arguing in the first place, because the fish can think, right? Remember
Listen.
the comparison. Remember the comparison, bro. You're up to a good point, but even you can reach a new level with your way of thinking.
No, I understand.
Remember the
understand my
whole
logic
point
a
here.
little bit.
The
Thank
whole
God.
point here is that the fish has a brain to think. So if the fish uses his brain to the maximum potential, the fish can discover the answer to his question without necessarily having to end its own existence.
Now let me prove to you the existence of God, because that's what you need, right? Right? Okay. Now, when you want to prove to someone that God exists, okay, you have to basically show them what exists within this universe that behaves like God. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use a simple mathematical logic. Simple. Okay, now if there is a positive 1, there must be a negative 1. If there is a positive 2, there must be a negative 2. But for some reason, the number 0, okay, cannot be a negative, neither can it be a positive, neither can it be divided, multiply. Anything you multiply by 0 brings you back 0. So there is something in this universe that behaves like the way God behaves, which to some religious people, they state that God is one, cannot be duplicated, cannot be multiplied by anything. God exists and God does not exist. And I'm using the number 0 here to use as an example to show you that there is a possibility that if the number 0 exists, that there is a chances that God does exist. Because it is the only thing in the universe.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm listening.
What does 0 represent?
Okay. 0 represents a placeholder.
Brother, again, the answer is only one word. What does 0 represent?
0 represents a number, meaning there is nothing there, an empty space.
Brother, what does 0 represent? Only one word answers that question.
I just answered. It represents nothing. 0. Nothing is there. It's
Brother,
absence.
when nothing is there, what is there?
Nothing.
So God is nothing, right?
Wait. That's what you get a little bit.
Brother,
That's what you misunderstand.
Come on. Hey, bro, you remember you say you're going to go logic. So let's
logic, yes.
Let's stay with logic. So God is nothing, right?
Yes. Listen,
okay. If
let me
God is
clarify
nothing,
that.
Bro, relax. If God is nothing, does nothing exist?
Oh, see, this is what you're misunderstanding what I'm trying to say.
Brother,
okay?
relax. Brother, relax. Don't assume that I'm misunderstanding you. Don't assume anything.
You're misunderstanding me.
Does nothing exist, bro?
Nothing does exist.
How?
Okay. You see, nothing has a purpose in life. Because they say something is nothing does not mean it's useless.
What is the purpose of nothing? Tell me, bro, what is the purpose of nothing?
The purpose of nothing is the fact there's an absence of something. An absence of something has a purpose.
What is the absence of what? What is the absence of absence?
An absence of something means it has a purpose. As long as it has a purpose,
bro, don't you realize that if nothing is the absence of something, then something has to come before nothing?
Listen, the point the logic I'm trying to...
Bro, but you're not digging into a logic, because 0
I'm thinking it's a very beautiful logic.
Brother,
You have to
brother,
you have to
brother, brother, relax, catch a breath, okay? Because I think that you are a little bit lost in your own thinking. But I can recalibrate your thinking and you'll be back on the right track. You're there, you're there. Brother, the entire essence of nothingness, right? Zero. Zero is something which is neither positive nor negative. So zero doesn't exist.
Yes.
That's the whole point of zero. Zero
That's
doesn't exist. So listen. The
not
relationship
100% true.
the relationship between the positive spectrum and its reflection is nothingness. There is a void. That is why before you can cross from positive infinity to negative infinity, you have to get through nothingness, absolute nothing, a realm of non-existence. So that shows you that those two realms don't even collaborate. Those two, there's no way to cross because the gap is nothingness. Like you have to become nothing. And that's why when you cross from positive, you begin to lose. The more you go towards negative infinity, the less you become. If you cross from negative infinity and you can cross zero somehow, when you cross to the other side of zero, the more you go towards that side, the more you increase. So, but me and you, we have a perspective that allows us to see both spectrums. So we are really creatures who find themselves at the point zero, nothing. We are nothing. That's what Bakanga is all about, nothingness. Because if we were something, we will not be able to see the negative spectrum of things.
Thank you very much if you clarify that. The fact that you actually grasp that knowledge over there, it is enough for me. At least either you
My
say
friend,
nothing.
that is not, bro. God is not
Listen,
defined as nothing. Okay, if you say God is
no,
nothing, you're just,
listen,
bro. Relax now. What I'm really listen, bro. What I'm really trying to tell people is that you don't even exist. What you consider you doesn't exist.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know.
So,
I know.
so
Listen, even my ideas, listen, even my ideas do not belong to me. Did you get it? Even my thought, the language that I'm speaking does not belong to me. I learned it. I did not enter this universe with knowledge, with clothes, with shoes. Everything derives from somewhere.
brother,
Did you
listen,
get
listen, listen, bro. You never even entered the universe in the first place. So it's not that you didn't enter with anything. You never entered. You get it? You get it?
it? Listen, we are all into the universe.
No, there's no universe.
Listen,
There's no universe, bro.
you're grasping a whole different knowledge into a whole different
No,
space.
no,
If you
bro.
want to go in
What
that
you are
space,
calling the universe is something that you have made up in your head.
oh no. See, that's the problem. You always say imagination. I listen to you sometimes. The problem here is the fact that you assume that imagination, when someone imagines something, imagination it's fake, it's not real.
Okay,
You have to
bro,
understand that
wait, 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 wait,
wait,
wait, wait, wait, wait, wait,
you
wait,
talk a lot
wait.
about
Brother,
invention. Give
brother,
me a
relax,
second. Give me a
relax,
second.
relax, relax. Hey, bro, remember,
Give
I
me
don't
a
have too
second.
much time, and I'm really loving our conversation, so you need to relax, right?
Okay, I'm
I
listening.
know
I'm
you have a lot
listening.
of things you want to say, but it will not happen this way, okay?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
So if I ask you a question, grab the opportunity to respond to my question.
I'm
Yeah?
listening. I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm listening.
I said to you that you don't even exist. But let me ask you a question. What is existence?
What is existence? Existing cannot be created. It's something that's always been there. It has no start. It has always been there. It will be there, and it will be there forever and ever. It exists. That's it.
Bro, so you're saying existence is eternity?
It's eternity.
What is
It has
eternity?
always been there.
What is eternity?
Eternity is infinite. It has always been there. It was never created.
Brother, what is infinity?
Infinity is something that goes on and it doesn't finish. It's in the
How
word
can
infinity.
something go on and on if that something never began somewhere?
Oh, see, that's the problem right there. See, this is the problem. See, that's the problem right there. You
Bro,
see,
I know, I already know
whenever
that is a problem. That's why I asked you, right? So don't say it's the problem right there. I'm asking you, how does something continue to go somewhere if it never
you
came from
ask me
somewhere?
about
Bro, relax,
existence,
bro, relax, bro, relax. Listen to my question again. How does something continue to go somewhere if it didn't come from somewhere?
listen, listen, you said existence. You did not ask me if life has a beginning, if this has a beginning, we're talking about existence.
Brother, listen again carefully to my question. Huh? Don't think it. Listen, you're not necessarily a fool. You're not a fool, okay? You comprehend a lot of these things I'm saying. So I'll put it in perspective for you. The only
I'm
thing
listening.
that is eternal is nothing. So nothing is really eternal. All things are temporary. So nothing really exists. You get it?
Okay, let me put it this way. When something goes to infinity, if it goes on and on and on and on and never ends, it is the same thing as
How do you know it never ends?
I will not know because I will not live that long.
So you can't say that infinity never ends. The problem is,
No, we're talking about the word. We're talking about the word infinity. You asked me what is infinity. The
listen,
definition of
that's not,
infinity for
listen,
everybody is something
relax,
that never
bro.
ends.
I asked you what is existence and you got it wrong. You did not define existence properly.
Okay, define existence to me, please.
Bro,
Teach me. I'm
you
here
don't
to
have a
learn.
dictionary.
Oh, teach me. I'm next to my computer. I can look it up.
Why didn't you look it up when I asked you if you didn't know?
Since you say I don't know what existence is, I just joined your live. You're the one teaching me. So I'm learning.
Don't worry, I'm going to read it from the dictionary.
All right.
Listen carefully, okay? These are not my words.
I'm happy you said that.
The fact or state of living or having objective reality. What does that have to do with infinity and never ending?
I never said that. You didn't hear what I said. You asked me what is existence, and I stated that existence is something that does not have a beginning. It does not have an end. It has always existed.
But how
It
can
was never
existence be
created.
something?
I'm using the word something here. What do you want to use?
Bro. If there is something that makes existence, what is that thing?
That's what we're trying to figure out. That's what your show is about. That's what the God you're asking us.
Listen, bro, relax. And that's what I'm telling you. That thing is nothing. There's nothing that makes existence exist.
That's why I go back to zero. It's the zero we're talking about
So
here now.
nothing,
Now
the
you're
answer
going
is
to zero.
existence equals to zero. So nothing exists.
Zero, nothing exists. That zero right there, that emptiness is the God right there. That emptiness right there.
Bro. You get it?
Exactly, I get it. It's
No,
the zero.
bro, relax. Nothing exists. You get it?
That's it. Nothing exists. Is the zero right there. That zero right there is what we can quantify and say that is
Bro.
God.
If it's zero, it means you cannot quantify it. You get it?
Because it is zero does not necessarily mean it does not serve a purpose.
Brother, listen to me again. No. Stop jumping. If it's zero, it means it cannot be quantified. That's the whole point of it being zero. There's no quantity.
How would you rather be zero in debt? So zero in debt is not a good thing.
Brother,
zero sickness is not a good thing.
Zero sickness means there's no sickness there to be quantified. That's what zero sickness means.
Exactly. So
listen. If existence is zero, that means there's no existence there for existence to be existence. Existence cannot be existence. Now, bro, let me ask you a question. Hold up. Relax, bro. I told you that. So now that you have defined to me existence, what is non-existence?
What is non-existence? Listen, there is no such thing. It depends what kind of existence you're talking about. Is it the existence of people's life, of a human existence? What do you mean non-existence of what?
Breathe again. Bro, breathe. Just relax.
Non-existence of what?
Bro, relax. You told me what existence is. You said existence is zero, right?
We are talking about God here. We're not talking about the existence of people.
Relax, bro. You said to me that existence is zero, right?
Listen. We are talking about God here. I did not tell you. I did not say existence is zero.
Brother, you said to me that existence is nothingness, right?
Existence. It is not created. That's what I said. It has no start.
Brother, take a breath because I can rewind this. Stop biting your tongue. You said to me, existence is the equivalent of nothingness because I asked you, what is the something that makes existence exist? And we came to a conclusion that it's nothing. So existence is nothing, right?
I think you're misunderstanding me here.
Bro, relax,
When
man.
I
Answer my question, yes or no. I'm not asking you to tell me if I'm misunderstanding you.
No, if you're asking me yes or no, you're just telling me
bro,
just putting word in my mouth.
you calm down and answer my questions. Is existence is nothing, right? Yes or no?
I did not tell you existence is nothing. That's not what I said.
Okay, so what is existence then?
I stated that existence means that it has no beginning. It has always
How
been
do you
there.
know? How do you know it has no beginning?
That's what existence. It exists.
Bro.
Existence exists.
How can you define something as having no beginning if you don't have a way to know it has no beginning?
That's what existence is.
Which is what?
Okay, let me give you an example. Let me give an example.
No, don't give me an example. You said to me that existence has no beginning, right?
It has no beginning. It
Okay,
exists.
then
Has always been
good.
there.
Relax. Then I'm going to ask you then, what is non-existence?
If something already if existence has always been there, if existence has always been there, there's no such thing as non-existence.
Does non-existence have a beginning?
Non-existent does not have a beginning because if existence has
Hold
always been there, where you got
on.
non-existence from?
So non-existence doesn't have a beginning, just like existence.
No, I didn't say so. I didn't say that.
No.
I never said that.
Bro, you just said to
No,
me,
there's no
you
such thing.
just said to me that
Listen,
existence has no beginning.
man, listen.
Bro, relax. You
This is
listen,
God
answer
we're
my
talking.
question, man.
God
Stop playing.
has
Bro,
always been
you
in
just said to
existence.
me,
It has no creation.
that existence has no beginning, right?
Listen, if we're talking about God here,
Brother,
existing in
we're not talking about
context.
God here. We have not even mentioned the word God. We have been just talking about simple existence. You take a breath. You relax,
I am
okay?
taking
I
your
need for
topic.
you
Your
to
topic is
relax
about
and follow
God.
the train of thought. You said to me that existence has no beginning. Don't change the topic again. Don't do that. You've been doing that over and over, bro.
Existence has no beginning. So you're
Okay.
taking me from your topic to something else.
Listen to me. Did you say to me that existence has no beginning? Yes or no?
Yes, it has no beginning.
Does non-existence have a beginning? Yes or no?
Non-existent does not exist.
Bro, does non-existence have a beginning? Yes or no?
I